Good morning. Welcome to another One Mind meditation, and welcome to Saturday morning. Hope you've had an awesome week and that you're busy having a really good weekend. This week we don't have just one teacher leading us into our meditation sessions. We have a whole lot of different teachers, and today it's Eckhart Tolle, Jack Kornfield, and George Sheehan. Let's get right into it. What is the message for our day today? First, we have just a bit of an intro before Eckhart has a bit of wisdom to share with us. Our minds are powerful tools, but sometimes they become our worst enemy. A constant stream of thoughts, worries, and anxieties can trap us in a state of mental unrest. One of the simplest ways to practice mindfulness and calm your mind is to connect with the physical senses of your body. Our senses, often taken for granted, hold the key to unlocking the door to a calm inner state. By turning our attention inwards, we reconnect with the present moment and begin the journey of self-discovery. Good morning, Sunmary. Good morning, Charlene. Good morning, honey. Hello. Happy Saturday. Hey, Anthony. Good morning. Awesome seeing you all. Hope you're having a good start to your weekend. Good morning, Danae. Hello, Stefan. Good morning. Welcome to this beautiful day. The first thought from Eckhart says, body awareness, becoming aware of your body and sensations in your body. This anchors you in the present moment. It is a doorway out of the prison that is the ego. It also strengthens the immune system and the body's ability to heal itself. When our attention soaks into every part of our body. Grania, good morning. Happy weekend. Jack Kornfield says, attention to the human body brings healing and regeneration. Through awareness of the body, we remember who we really are. Amre, good morning. Happy weekend to you as well. And George Sheehan says, the mind's first step to self-awareness must be through the body, must be through soaking our awareness into every cell of this vessel. So if you're wondering how connecting with your senses can calm your mind, here's a very simple breakdown of how it works. Your conscious attention can only be on one thing at a time. If you're focusing on what your body is feeling, then your attention isn't feeding your ruminating worries and concerns. As a result, they begin to lose a bit of their strength. Without your attention on your worries, they effectively don't exist. And then you're training your mind to be more focused on the present moment. With time, you find that living in the now is easier, and you become less stuck in the cycle of repetitive thinking. By quieting the mind and connecting with your senses, you can break free from the prison of the ego and discover a wellspring of inner peace waiting to be tapped. Remember, the power to find calm lies within you. It is available to each and every one of us. Honey, I love your comment. Being able to go and see Eckhart when he was in Pretoria. That must have been an awesome experience. Right, if you're ready, let's close our eyes and float away on this journey together. Starting with the first few big breaths. Let's take a deep breath in and out. Take a deep breath in and out. A deep inhale. And let it go. Deep breath in. And out. One more big breath in. And let it all flow away. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose gets drawn all the way down, deep into your belly. As you breathe in, you're filling up the balloon in your belly. And also as you breathe in, raise yourself up. Stretch out your spine, lift the top of your head toward the ceiling. And once you've reached your full height, let all of it go. With every exhale, soften. As you breathe out, soften your spine, slump down your shoulders, and drop your head. Our journey today is a journey of paying attention to the experiences that this body gives you. And we'll start right now by paying attention to softening all the different parts of our body. So with your next exhale, as you breathe out, bring your attention to your forehead, the space between your eyes. And as you exhale, make sure that you're softening there. Make sure you're not carrying a frown. And then as you breathe out, bring your attention to the space in and around your mouth. Do you sometimes find your teeth grinding top onto bottom? Do you perhaps sometimes find your tongue pressed hard into the roof of your mouth, or your jaw muscles clenched? For this moment right now, is everything in and around your mouth softened? With your next exhale, bring your attention to your neck and shoulders. Do you sometimes find your shoulders pulled up high, almost level with your ears. And in this moment right now, are they softened and hanging loosely off the sides of your body? With your next exhale, bring your attention to your stomach area, your abdominal muscles specifically. This is the place where tension hides most effectively. Do you sometimes find your ab muscles being held tight? And right now, have you softened there? As you exhale, bring your attention to your butt cheeks. Are you clenching? Or are you completely relaxed? And lastly, bring your attention to your arms and your legs, particularly your hands. Another place where tension can go unnoticed for long periods of time. Our hands balled into tight fists, and sometimes even imprints from our nails into our palms. For now, are your hands lying half open in your lap? We'll take the last few big breaths of this phase together, continuing to help our bodies stretch, adjust, soften, settle down. Take a deep breath in. As you release, drop your head all the way forward and roll out your neck muscles, going forward and to the left, forward and to the right, in big half circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders forward in big, slow circles. Take a deep breath in. As you release, roll your shoulders backwards in big circles, nice and slow. Take a deep breath in. As you release, focus on your spine. Lean your upper body over to the left and lean your upper body over to the right. One more big breath in. And as you release, you can stretch or move or adjust any part of your body that still needs a bit of help settling down. Having softened our bodies into a state of presence, or at least as much as we are able to do that, we can now turn our attention inwards and dive deep inside for the next part of our journey. If you don't have the time to sit for the whole meditation with us, then this is a really good place to stop. But if you are here for the whole journey, we'll take the next few big breaths together. Let's take a deep breath in. hold. As you release, make it a really long, really slow exhale. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, feel into your body. Feel how softness slips in and settles in every part of your body. Take a deep breath in and hold. As you release, follow the downwards flow through your body. Feel your shoulders slowly falling. Feel your body slowly softening. Feel how you are slowly slipping deeper into you. One more big breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself melting. Feel your whole body dissolving. Feel how you are slipping into a deeper level of surrender with every slow exhale. You can continue the same breathing pattern on your own time. Every slow inhale through your nose is an invitation. It invites you to turn inwards and follow this journey. As you breathe in, feel the air flow in through your nostrils. Feel the air touch the back of your throat. Stay with your breath as it flows in through your lungs. And as you fill up the balloon inside your belly, feel yourself slip all the way in. Hold your breath, but hold it only for as long as it feels easy, followed by a really long, really slow exhale. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, take a moment to say hello to this body. Perhaps even wrap your arms around this body and say, "Hello, body. It really is good to have you." Take your next big breath. with your mind paying attention to a specific sensation in your body. In that moment, your mind is not ruminating. It is not caught in the cycle of repetitive thinking, although this takes some work. Because even as you start out focusing on a sensation, it is completely normal for your mind to start wandering. And now, this is your job. This is the job meditation gives you, is to become aware of your mind wandering and return it to the point of focus. This helps improve your focus. You are working out the muscle of focus. And every time you catch your mind wandering and simply returning it to the point of focus is like doing 1 rep in the gym. And we know that when you go to gym, it's not going to be just 1 rep. You're going to have to continue doing the reps, because that's what makes the muscles stronger. So in this exercise too, your job is to do the reps. Have awareness of when your mind wanders and simply catch it and return it to the point of focus. Our journey of the senses starts at the top and works its way through the body. Our first stop is your eyes. For the moment, for this exercise, we're not opening them. The question is, with your eyes closed, what would be the most obvious thing you would see if you were to open your eyes? And now with your mind, study this obvious thing. See it from all its angles. See all of its color and discover all of its texture. Take your next big breath. Staying with the eyes, we change gears though. And this time, instead of finding the most obvious thing, we'll find the least obvious thing. If you were to open your eyes and look around your room, what would be the least obvious object? Something you'd have to search around for. Find that. And as you take your next big breath and dive deep into you, take the time to study every angle of this object. See all of its color and discover all of its texture. Take your next big breath. Take a moment to thank your eyes for the experience they provide you. We'll take a step down to your ears and what you can hear. And with your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, Bring your attention to the most obvious sound that you can hear. Dive deep into that sound and see if you can find different layers to this obvious sound. Take your next big breath. We'll change gears, and with your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, bring your attention to the faintest sound that you can find. What is barely a whisper. Listen deep into that whisper and see how much of it you can hear. Take your next big breath. Take a moment to thank your ears for the experience they give you. We'll take another step down, and for these next 2 stops, change your breathing to whatever works for you in order to smell and to taste. So the next stop is your nose and what you can smell. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, bring your attention to the most obvious smell that you can find right now. Take your next big breath. And then we'll change gears and bring our attention to any other possible smell. Could you find anything besides the first obvious smell? Take your next big breath. Take a moment to thank your nose and the experience that it provides you. We'll take another step down to your mouth, specifically your taste buds. With your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, see if you're able to find any obvious taste. Take your next big breath. And then with your next big breath, as you dive deep into you, is there any other taste that you could possibly find as well? Anything besides the first obvious taste? Take your next big breath. Thank your mouth and all those taste buds for the experience they provide for you. We have just one more stop left, and that is the surface of your skin. Scan the surface of your skin from top to bottom and find where on your skin is the most obvious sensation. And as you take a deep breath and dive deep inside, see if you can describe to yourself the mix of sensations and pressures you feel in this obvious spot. Take your next big breath. And then for the last time, find on the surface of your skin an area with the slightest sensation. Perhaps you can just feel how fabric gently rests against skin. Or perhaps feel the air touch your forehead or your cheek. Take your next big breath. take a moment to thank the skin that you are living in. We have one more big breath to do together, to slip out of the breath-holding space and into the next. Let's take a deep breath in and hold. And as you release, feel yourself slip all the way through. There is no more attention on your breathing. You can sit all the way back, or even lie all the way back down and feel yourself just floating. I'll share with you one more time the words from this morning's teachers that speak about bringing our awareness to our body. Eckhart says, body awareness not only anchors you in the present moment, it is a doorway out of the prison of the ego. It also strengthens the immune system and the body's ability to heal itself. Jack Kornfield says, attention to the human body brings healing and regeneration. Through awareness of the body, we remember who we really are. And George Sheehan says, the mind's first step to self-awareness must be through the body. Remember that you don't have to wait for a long meditation in order to do this exercise. It can take just a few minutes during your day to stop, put everything down, take a few big breaths, and cycle through your 5 physical senses. Because for those few minutes, while your mind is paying attention to sensation in your body, for those few minutes your mind is taking a break from the noise that often accumulates in our heads. This does take practice, and it gives us the opportunity to do the practice, to do the reps. Because even if you just take a few minutes to come to your senses, if your mind is in a busy state, you will have to catch and return the wandering mind every time with every sense. And that is the point. This is why we do it. Just like going to the gym, the point is doing the reps. Not walking out of the gym with huge muscles from one session. It's simply surrendering to going to the gym and doing the reps. And this is what meditation does for us too. Simply surrendering to sitting down and doing the reps. Catch the mind wander, return it again. Catch thoughts walking off, bring them back. Slowly, slowly, we become better at this. We become better at being present, and we become better at keeping our minds paying attention to what it is that we want to focus on. We have the last 5 breaths of gratitude to do together. With every exhale, I'll say my thank you, and you are invited to say yours. Let's take a deep breath in. Thank you for this beautiful body with all of its outer senses as well as inner senses. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for learning how calming and centering it can be to simply bring all of my attention to the sensory experience of this body. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for learning that just in the same way that I can sit and experience my outer senses, I can also sit and experience my inner senses. I can sit and have thoughts be seen and emotions be felt. Take a deep breath in. Thank you for learning too that when I'm able to have emotions be felt, just the way I did with my physical senses a few minutes ago, if I can be undisturbed and calm while I allow emotions to be felt, then it really restores calm to this body in a very similar way that we just did with our physical senses. One more big breath in. Thank you, beautiful people. Thank you for putting your body down and surrendering to just doing the reps. Catch the mind wandering, return it back to the point of focus. Thank you, Danae. Wishing you a beautiful Saturday. Nella, very good morning. Very good to see you. Thank you, Charlene. Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Grania. Thank you, Stefan. Thank you, Honey. Have an awesome weekend. And if you feel like a quiet meditation for once, tomorrow we do that. See you soon. Ciao, ciao.